and welcome to Heads Up, your career compass to answer all your education and employment needs. Also calling all you entrepreneurs, share your grand idea or innovative product with us and you could be a part of the program. Let's get started right away, and we're starting today with turning our attention to something that's bothered all of us in one way or the other, be it a health problem of a near or dear one or a cosmetic one. Nutrition is in focus. So if you've been thinking nutrition is only about fad diets, think again. Doctors and hospitals and many patients rely on good nutrition counseling, as do all those working in this area in public health or even top packaged food companies. Kriti Mathur helps us learn some lesser known facts about nutrition and the options it offers.
Many of us have had this fear, stepping on a scale and being very surprised at what we see. Recent years have seen the middle class in India getting increasingly health conscious. With obesity making Indians more prone to several lifestyle diseases, heart and sugar problems, people have begun to sit up and take note. Along with regular exercise comes the need to eat better, to not reach out for the deep-fried option at every opportunity. And if you can't do it alone, don't worry. Help is at hand in the form of a nutritionist. The scope for studying nutrition in India is plenty, with many colleges offering diplomas and master's degrees in food and nutrition. Graduates can then find employment in different areas.
There are a lot of places a nutritionist could branch out in. First and foremost, make a own clinic or be a consultant, or you can do a corporate workshops dealing in nutrition. You can be a nutritionist at a spa, at the gym, at any wellness centers. Plus, the major thing is, I think women should do a short course on nutrition so that they can serve their family better and supervise their family better.
A master's program in nutrition makes students choose their specialization.
They can do clinical nutrition, they can do public health nutrition, and they can do food science. So once they take up clinical nutrition, they can enter into the dietetics departments of various hospitals, and public health nutrition equips them to enter NGO sector, government organizations. They can work as researchers in various organizations, even international organizations. And the third one is food science, where once they pass out, the food industry is where they get absorbed into. So industries like Britannia, Nestle.
Having a background in science is an asset for those who study nutrition, as the program involves a good deal of biochemistry. However, a humanities or commerce background does not mean that you cannot enter this field, just that you might have to work a little harder to catch up with the science. Some say it's a fad, others call it the need of the hour. Either way, the focus on nutrition is here to stay. In New Delhi with camera person Umesh, Kriti Mathur for NDTV.
Right, and Kriti also caught up with some students studying nutrition, studying to be nutritionists. Of course, the field itself opens up so many opportunities, but they said the focus is on changing what many believe is a cliche and a stereotype about the profession, that it's only about diet counseling.
We're with some students who are studying food and nutrition at the master's level, and we're just going to talk to them a bit about what the course is and what they plan to do after they finish their master's. All of you are master's students. Why did you choose nutrition? What made you want to get into this field?
Taking specialization in food and nutrition made it clear that every field, every athlete or be it patient or anybody needs a specific kind of food and specific kind of nutrients that need to be told to them. Not everybody is aware. So my interest grew from there.
What are some of the misconceptions that you think people have about food and nutrition studies?
Actually, for getting into masters, we need to have a degree in BSc Home Science. Home Science itself has 5 different aspects, among which we have foods and nutrition. And Home Science is not confined to only cooking of vegetables and keeping and managing of house. It has different 5 fields, among which one of is foods and nutrition. So it's important to overtake this view of the people and tell them that it's more about fabric and resource management, other aspects of Home Science.
how do you think food and nutrition studies is viewed in India? Do you think that it's getting enough importance, or is there less importance to the field?
See, the foods and nutrition, it's a very diverse field, I would say, because it includes several aspects. The three mains are the clinical nutrition, public health, and the food sciences. Okay? I am a clinical nutrition person, and I would say कि it's the mixture of both therapeutic knowledge and the practical knowledge. There are several diseases which are existing in India, and many people are not aware of it. So this can be managed by the nutrition plus the medical support. So which needs to be focused more.
What are you specializing in?
I'm currently specializing in public health nutrition. So we basically study, that how certain programs have been successful in our country. Like we have anemia program, we have iodine deficiency program. So why these programs are lacking. They have been ongoing for they've been ongoing for years, but still the percentages, or when you see the NFHS data, the malnutrition rates are very high in our country. There is wasting, stunting. So we're also studying it at the policy level. So even after completing my masters, you can go into research, you can go into government jobs, engage in planning. So we study nutrition security, all of that.
You guys are getting into, after you finish your masters, where would you guys want to work?
I would like to answer. See, basically, the concept that food and nutrition will lead to being a dietitian is wrong. We have various specialization. Like they said that clinical nutrition, you can be a nutritionist, a dietitian, and even a dietitian is important. Like every hospital requires a nutritionist now, a dietitian now. Apart from that, we study institutional food management. We can get into institutions like hotels, like caterings and all. I am doing a PhD in food safety, so I can actually work in this field specifically. There are, you can go for food safety trainings for providing trainings in nutrition. Apart from that, we have jobs in NGOs, in government jobs, and all nutritionists are required. So I can say anywhere where food is related, food and nutrition, people can go there.
Right, we've heard what the students have to say. Now let's hear from the expert, Usha Albuquerque, with us. Thanks very much, Usha, for coming in. I would imagine that given the time that we live in, where health, of course, is such a priority, I want to be healthy. At the same time, I want to look good, I want to feel good. And the demands of, modern life, urban life are just so much that there's no option but to watch what you eat and nutrition.
Very important. Nutrition has become more because of awareness. I think we all read about it, hear about it. So, staying fit and healthy has become a priority with most people. And I think this whole field of nutrition and dietetics is one where you're not only conscious of what you eat, which is the dietetics part of it, but how do you keep healthy on the nutritional front. So in terms of other ways of staying fit, fitness, and gyms are coming up, aerobics has become important, and people are looking at, differently at the way, as you said, I remember reading about the lady who made Kareena Kapoor famous for her size 0. She's written a book, Ruchita Divakar, and suddenly everybody is now become thinking that, I can also not only stay healthy but look good as well.
Like the young lady there was saying that, it's wrong for people. It's sort of a misconception to think that it's all about becoming a dietitian or, advising people. There's just so much else that you can do, especially with, some of these big corporates who are now getting into food.
Because the whole food area has become more into food product manufacture, food processing, the whole food and packaging industry, which is linked to the retail industry. So on one hand, you have the agri-business, making sure that fresh fruits and vegetables come from the farm directly into the stores and to your homes. The other is making sure that it can stay longer, so you process it in a manner in which it stays. Now, for all of these areas, you need people who understand food.
What sort of firms are we talking about here? What sort of companies?
The Britannias, the Kellogg, Pepsi started it first with their, the Lay's chips and the tomatoes and all that. So it's really looking at that. Plus now with the new retail chains coming in, Walmarts and all of that. But foods itself, you look at the dairy industry. Nestle and Amul have been here for many years, and they're developing all kinds of products in that area.
Right.
You look at the breads and biscuits, and right from the the new entrants that are coming in, the multinationals as well as the McVitie's and and Britannia and ITC and all that. So there are many companies.
So there's scope in
there
this.
is, and then the soft
companies,
drinks, the juices.
Well, let's get started with the queries right away. Here's the first one from Nitika. Let's listen in.
Once I'm through with my masters, so apart from being a nutritionist at hospitals, what all other job prospects do I have in this field?
Well, Ritika, the nutrition is not just about diets, and as we were talking about, just staying healthy. There are many other areas that you can get into. One, of course, is the food processing, which we spoke about. But in the healthcare area itself, I mean, even though you say other than the hospital, that is a major area. A lot of dietitians now work with doctors to ensure that their patients stay healthy and have the kind of diets that are required. And now there are special clinics like diabetic clinics and heart disease clinics, and where they would require
For all
dietitians.
these lifestyle diseases that we have.
Another
perhaps.
area is, of course, the catering departments of schools and hospitals and hotels, where they again are looking at nutritionists, because a lot of people are wanting to eat healthier kinds of foods, and so they make sure that the diets are balanced in the appropriate way, and then whatever the supplies are coming in are monitored for quality and all of that. So that's another area. A third area would really be in the social welfare area.
Right.
And that is a big one, especially with government. Because public
So say a public health program.
Yes, the public health program. Nutrition is a very large part of public health.
Right. Nishtha has another query.
My specialization is in food science. So apart from corporate sector, what are the other places, or what are the other jobs where I can perform, or where persons like me who has done food science can avail for job?
As we spoke about
Right.
it, the social sector could be important. But within the corporate, there is two areas. One is where you're doing the basic research. Food science is a specialization at a master's level. Normally you would do a BSc Home Science or a BSc in any other science,
Right.
or nutrition and dietetics, and then move into an MSc in food science, like she said she's doing. But I will also add that new areas that are coming up, and we talked about it, fitness. A lot of fitness clubs and gyms are now also looking at working with nutritionists,
Right.
because many of their customers that come in want to know what should I be eating along with certain kind of dietary habits that I
right.
need to do along with the kind of
And they do say the
fitness.
diet is sort of 70, your nutrition
Yes.
or intake is 70% of
Absolutely.
what. Hope, Nisha, that answers your query. Geeta has a question. Go ahead, Geeta.
After completing my post-graduation in food and nutrition, if I want to join or if I want to be a part of NGOs like organization like WHO and UNICEF, what should I do? I mean, my master's is okay, or I need more studies, like I need more experience, or I need more further studies to join them.
Is her master's degree enough, is what she wants to know.
Well, Geeta, I would say a master's is, I think, enough. In fact, most international organizations require a minimum of a master's, and mostly they would require at least 2 to 5 years work experience. UNICEF itself in India has many nutritionists and consultants who work as nutritionists, because they in fact oversee the ICDS program of the government and in the nutritional programs that they have. So they do require nutritionists that actually go out into the rural areas. So that is a good area to look at, and if you're looking, you could apply to organizations like that. In addition, the WHO, and there are many other international organizations. There's FAO, there is the UNDP, all the UN
All these
programs
options that you-
always
right,
have. And
right.
then there are international and national NGOs. There is Oxfam, there's Care, Concern, there's the Nutrition Foundation
Really,
of India.
a whole lot
all of
out
them
there
would
that you can
actually
look
take
at.
on.
Right.
And Geeta, what I would suggest might be a good idea for you is to take on an internship. To
get that, insight
they
and
do take
experience.
volunteers as interns. You could work in the field, develop an expertise. It gives you some kind of work experience, and it ensures that they know you as a candidate should
Right.
you apply for a
Right.
full-term kind of a job.
Right, keep that in mind, Geeta, and let us know how that goes, especially if you do get that internship. There goes that stereotype that, of course, all the students have been talking about, but we're not just dietitians, we're not just sitting across the table telling you how to lose weight just for cosmetic
There are a
reasons,
lot of
right,
opportunities,
aesthetic
yes.
reasons. Well, one last question from Swati.
We are studying food service management in our last semester, and we are not a part of hotel management. So what are the opening for us to indulge in the catering organization?
Catering industry, I think, is the core traditional area where most nutritionists went into. So within catering, you can get into, again, any of the areas that we talked about because you've had the experience of food and nutrition. But in particular, looking at various kinds of meals and particularly hotels, catering establishments, the military, the defense services take on people in the catering with a nutritional background. And I would say also companies, they have a canteen.
Right,
Many companies
right.
with large workforce
Would again
actually
look
have a
for good
nutritionist
nutrition, right.
who work with them.
Nutritionists,
Yes,
right,
yes, who work
to
with
figure
them.
out the best for their staff.
And entrepreneurship as well.
Right.
You know, you can start with
Right, that's of course
starting
always an option.
specialized kind of areas,
Right.
catering to people with special needs and
Right,
things like that,
right.
and special diets.
Thanks very much, Usha, for
Thank you.
taking our time to answer all those queries. Remember, if you have any query for Usha, you can send them our way. We'll make sure that we have an answer for you. On that note, we're slipping into a quick break. Coming up after that, dance can be therapeutic. See it in action.